Okay, so basically with condorcet paradox, it follows the idea that everyone has a transitive preference, and you're going to like A over B over C in order. If you don't, and you like all of them equally, then it goes in a circle and you can get taken advantage of because you don't have a line of preferences.
Okay.
So, this example. So, hypothetically, we're trying to decide where to go for lunch. So, we have options between fried chicken, oysters, and jambalaya. So, your preference order is fried chicken first, and then oysters, and then jambalaya. Cameron's preference is oysters, jambalaya, and then fried chicken. And then my preferences are jambalaya, fried chicken, and oysters. So when we're trying to decide, when we're looking at the three different places, obviously all of us have a different preference for which we prefer over the other. If you say, okay, between your top two choices, between fried chicken and oysters, where do we want to go? Cameron likes oysters more, and I like fried chicken more, and you like fried chicken more, which means we would go get fried chicken.
Right.
If Cameron said, okay, well, let's decide between oysters and jambalaya, she likes oysters more, you like oysters more, but I like jambalaya more, which means we would go get oysters. And then if I said, where do we want to go between jambalaya and fried chicken, I would say jambalaya, Cameron would say jambalaya, and you would say fried chicken.
Okay.
So essentially, between the choices, it's whoever decides, like, oh, let's choose between option 1 and 2 is going to get their way.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Okay. So if you could just repeat it back to me.
Sure. So this paradox is saying that when people have different preferences, but they're ordered in a particular way, then whoever is proposing two things is going to get their primary choice.
Yeah, pretty much. And then, yeah, so this paradox doesn't always happen. It just kind of depends on the situation and then people's orders or preferences. Because, like, for this, all of us prefer it in a different order, but sometimes people can prefer it in the same order. But this paradox is more likely to happen when the amount, so applying it to a political situation, like when the amount of voters increase. So if the amount of people trying to go to lunch, so if we threw Sid in there, and she had her order of preferences, this is more likely to happen. Or if she threw in a fourth choice, it's even more likely to happen.
Okay, so the more choices and factors, the more likely it is.
Yep.
Okay.